Do you want a beautifully landscaped yard with retaining walls, a water feature, and large stones, but have limited access for equipment? Well, that is no longer a problem. At Horling's Landscape and Design Center, we have a proprietary process that lets us build retaining walls, outdoor kitchens, and waterfalls from concrete, but it looks like real stone. We could do all this with very little access. This homeowner wanted to have a backyard that was low maintenance. She wanted a water feature, a patio and gardens that she could enjoy from inside her home and from her deck year-round. To get into this backyard, we only had 2.5 to 3 feet of access. What you see here is the concrete being pumped in along the edge of the garden. The blobs of concrete you see will form a beautiful stone border to separate the garden from the patio. The basic formation of the wall is put into place, and within an hour, the Horling's crew started to mold and carve the concrete. Lines and grooves give definition to the stone. Then molds made from real stone were used to transfer the look to the concrete. After a day or two, the concrete is colored to look like natural stone boulders. This proprietary process allows us to create unique structural features to fit any backyard. Here the stone border is 50 feet long and 12 to 18 inches high. Again, you can see we are placing blobs of concrete in the garden. This process gives us the ability to design different sizes and shapes of rocks wherever the homeowner wishes. Real rocks of this size would be difficult and very costly to get into the yard. We wanted to have 5 or 6 areas of stone to create visual interest from all areas of the yard and deck. The next area is the waterfall. Waterfalls create a sense of tranquility, both the sound and motion of the water. The Horling's crew designed and built a hollow waterfall rock off-site for the centerpiece of the feature. We brought it to the site and set it into the concrete as we poured it. These hollow rocks can also be put together on site to create any size or shape. The hole for the base of the waterfall was dug previously, and rebar lined the area for extra strength and to ensure the waterfall stays intact for years to come. The concrete was troweled through the hole and up the sides to create rocks. Molds were again used to texture the stones. Plumbing lines were buried in the concrete so that the next day the rocks could be colored and the water could be running. From the time the first concrete truck arrived, it took 3 hours to create the stone border, garden rocks, waterfall base, and positioning of the feature waterfall stone. The last area for this yard was the patio. Previously, the Horling's crew excavated the area and put a gravel base in with wire mesh for the concrete pad. After the first concrete truck left, another came with concrete for the patio that we had colored at the plant. First it was pumped into the area, then troweled out smooth and leveled for proper drainage. We let it dry for about an hour and then spread a powder with a different color on top to give variation in the final color. After that, we used a mold to give texture. The next day, lines were cut to create a flagstone look. The area was cleaned and gardens were planted to give this excited homeowner a beautiful backyard oasis. With Horling's proprietary process, the design ideas are unlimited. Come to Horling's to see our outdoor design center. Let us create the outdoor living space you have always dreamed of. When the work was finished, this homeowner stated that we contacted Horling's because they were the only company that had the stone maker's process, and we wanted the look of large stones, but access to our backyard was a problem. We can say with complete confidence that we would refer anyone to Horling's for their design and landscaping services. We were happier than expected with the results.